For the last couple of years, the world of artificial intelligence had had one and only one undisputed king. Well, that's over. The throne is now empty, and what we're about to break down is one of the biggest, most dramatic power shifts in modern tech history.
In a move that has sent absolute shockwaves from Silicon Valley all the way to Wall Street, the long-reigning leader has been decisively, and I mean decisively, overtaken. Now, this isn't just some minor update. No. This is a fundamental rewriting of the entire AI landscape.
$3.6 trillion. That is Alphabet's new market valuation. For the first time in 7 years, Google's parent company is worth more than Microsoft. They've reclaimed their title as a true titan of tech. And believe it or not, it all comes down to a single product launch.
So how in the world did a company that declared a code red emergency just 2 years ago pull off what might be the biggest comeback in tech history? That is the question we are answering today as we break down the model, the metrics, and of course, the money behind the new king of AI.
All right, first up, let's just establish the new reality here. Google isn't just back in the AI race, they're now in the driver's seat. They're setting the pace, and they're setting the rules for everyone else.
This quote just perfectly captures the complete reversal of fortunes. You know that old story? The one about Google being a sleeping giant, frantically trying to catch up to OpenAI? Yeah, that narrative is officially dead. As you can see, they haven't just caught up, they've sprinted miles ahead.
But look, talk is cheap, right? Especially in the tech world. So let's dive into the hard data that proves this isn't just hype. This is a hostile takeover of the AI leaderboard.
Just look at the sheer scale of this victory and head-to-head testing against its top rivals. And we're talking the heavy hitters, like OpenAI's GPT 5.1 and Anthropic's Claude 4.5. Gemini 3 Pro won an incredible 19 out of 20 benchmark evaluations, a 95% win rate. That's not just a win, that's a clean sweep. It's pure dominance. And hey, this isn't just Google marking its own homework. Not at all. Independent evaluators completely agree. The firm Artificial Analysis crowned Gemini the new global leader with the highest composite score ever recorded. And at the same time, the El Marino leaderboard, well, it shows it's #1 across every single major category: text, vision, coding, and web. But here is the metric that might matter most for actually using this stuff in the real world: factual accuracy. You know, one of the biggest problems with AI is its tendency to hallucinate or, just make things up. Well, on a really sensitive factual Q&A test, Gemini 3 scored over 72%, while its nearest competitor couldn't even break 35. Think about that. A nearly 40-point gap in factual reliability. That's not just a small improvement, folks. That is a monumental leap toward building an AI you can actually trust with important information. And its intelligence is just incredibly broad. It's showing PhD-level reasoning. It has a staggering 50-fold, that's 50, improvement in math. It outperforms rivals in complex coding and video analysis. Heck, it even shows superior long-term planning, earning 43% more profit in a business simulation. This thing is not a one-trick pony. It is a true polymath.
Okay, so we get it. Gemini 3 is dominant. But how? How did they do it? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the key technical breakthroughs that powered this massive leap forward.
At its core is something called a mixture of experts architecture. The best way to think of it is like an AI board of directors. Instead of one giant, slow brain trying to do everything, Gemini has a whole collection of specialized experts. So when a query comes in, the system just calls on the right specialist for that specific job, which makes it incredibly efficient and powerful.
Another game changer is being natively multimodal. See, older AIs were kind of like Frankenstein's monster. You had separate models for text and for images and for audio, all just kind of bolted together. But Gemini, it was built from day one as a single, unified system. That's why it can do things like analyze CCTV footage or understand a web page by literally seeing it, just like a person would.
But maybe its most incredible feature is what Google calls System 2 thinking. For a really tough problem, Gemini can actually activate a deep think mode. It's like the AI literally takes a deep breath, breaks the problem down into smaller pieces, and then dedicates more computational power to think harder about it. And that leads to breakthroughs on problems that just completely stump other models.
And honestly, the list of innovations just goes on and on. It's got a massive 1 million token context window, which means it can process huge documents, like an entire book, all in one go.
It can write code and then recursively debug its own mistakes. It has the capacity for agentic planning to complete complex tasks all by itself. It's this whole combination of breakthroughs that creates such a powerful system.
So, a technical marvel is great, but what does it all mean in the real world? Well, it means a story of market domination, fueled by a multi-trillion-dollar comeback.
I mean, this timeline really tells the story perfectly. Just a couple of years ago, Google was in a state of emergency, a code red. And now? After the launch of Gemini 3, its market cap has surged past its biggest rival. It's just a dramatic, absolutely stunning multi-trillion-dollar turnaround. And nothing confirms this shift more than this leaked memo from OpenAI's own CEO, Sam Altman. He candidly warned his staff about Google's progress, acknowledging that it's reshaping the balance of power. I mean, come on, when your top competitor admits you have the momentum, you know you've won a major, major battle.
So, with Google now at the forefront, what does this new era of hyper-capable AI really mean for the rest of us?
This right here is the crucial shift. We are moving way beyond simple chatbots that just answer questions. We are now entering the age of AI agents. These are systems that can perceive, reason, and then act autonomously to achieve complex goals for you. And this is going to change everything. Your personal AI is about to become a true assistant, managing complex tasks for you. This kind of intelligence will just become a background utility, like Wi-Fi, built into everything we use. And that means knowing how to work with AI will become an absolutely essential career skill. And our expectations for what technology can do, well, they're about to be permanently raised.
It forces us all to ask a pretty profound question. When our digital tools can not only respond to us, but actually act on our behalf with deep reasoning, what does that world even look like?
So, for now, Google wears the crown. They executed a stunning comeback and have set a completely new standard for artificial intelligence. But this really captures the central tension of the whole AI race. Innovation is relentless, and leadership is always fleeting. The real question isn't just who is king today, but in this incredible, fast-moving race, how long can any king truly reign?